and they pushed them around at home, and they're going to have to push people around. You can't go play. Wichita State can't go play and hope they just all of a sudden start having a great shooting night. Like, that's probably not going to happen for them. And if it does, it's icing on the cake, but that can't be the baseline. The baseline has to be the toughness and, well, the rebounding. I mean, they've got Quincy Ballard out there, right? They've got enough size. Harlan Beverly is big for his position. Ronnie DeGray is sizable. Like, that's something I really do think this team can do. And if they do it consistently down the stretch here, I think they're going to win a bunch of games. I also don't want to forget that they squeaked by UTSA, and they also have those. So they've had the wins here, but man, at Florida Atlantic on a turn, and then a quick turn back home to Tulane, UAB, North Texas. Those are the next 4. This is going to be a fun stretch, and I hope it is fun. I hope it's a really fun stretch, because you're going to have 4 good games. Like, you're going to have 4 as good a games most of the time as you're going to get in this conference, and they're coming in the next 4 while you're on a 4-game win streak. Guess what, by the way? Florida Atlantic's on a 5-game win streak, so you're not catching them off guard. They're hot too, and you got to go to their place. That's a long trip, and we know their pedigree. Their pedigree's been good for 3-4 years now.
4-0 in the next 4 is probably unrealistic.
That's a big,
but 3-1, I think, had they not beaten Memphis yesterday, 3-1 probably would have been unrealistic. But I think they could probably go 3-1. My guess would be what's the one that probably stands out? The North Texas game out of the 4. Maybe even Florida Atlantic on Thursday,
it might be Florida Atlantic
on the road. I mean, that one's going to be obviously a pretty tough test. But I do think that if you get out of it at 2-2, like, you would have probably loved to get another one there to be able to close that gap even more and to be able to improve your standings in the American. Because remember, and I brought this up before, I brought this up a couple of weeks ago, right as this winning streak was getting started, like at the very infancy of the 4-game winning streak. I remember saying on this program, what the Shockers are playing for right now is an improved standing in the American, because what they're trying to do is they want to play their way out of having to play an early round game in the conference tournament. You want to be able to, like, take the first day or 2 off, in the conference tournament. Like, you don't want to have to be in a, what would it be, like a, 14-11 matchup or whatever it is in the American Conference tournament. Like, you'd like to be able to get an opening round bye. And the only way that they can do that is if they improve in their standings in conference play. They've been able to do that in the last 4 games.